Put Your Lights On by Santana. Introduction strumming should sound something like this. And then later we're going to have a lead part which is going to sound something like this, which sounds very cool if you put it onto overdrive. So with a little bit of distortion, maybe a hint of echo, we could have something like this. And we can also have some nice little violin effects where you can actually sort of fade in. But that's another study. First of all, we want to start at the beginning. We want to learn our chords. So we're getting back to a nice clear sound again. And I want us to take us step by step through the chord shapes, because there's some nice cool variations around A minor, for example, with the A sus2. The C is a nice C major 7 and C add 9. There's a C add 9, there's a C major 7. So let me guide you through this, and you must have your PDF file with you, either printed out or close on hand. Okay, we're going to start with the A minor like we said. That's your A minor, finger 1 on the second string, 2 and 3. I'm sure you're familiar with that. And for A sus2, the sus is an abbreviation for suspended. So its full name is actually A suspended 2. All we do is take off the first finger. Okay. Now on your PDF file, your first row is going to have A minor sounding like this. And you'll notice over there that we only lift up the first finger for a very brief moment. And it's only on one strum, the strum before the count of 1 on the second bar. So if you can see my strumming and my fretting hand together, watch for the lifting of my first finger here on the up strum after the 2 down strums, after the beats of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and there it's lifted up. One more time through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now after that you bring your first finger back down. So you're only strumming the suspended second chord once. And you're back to A minor, and you continue with up, up, down, down, up. So the entire structure, if you're following carefully your arrow direction at a slow motion, should sound and look like this if you want to play along with. 2, 3, 4, and... Now try and play along with me on the video as well. So please feel free to rewind the video, play it through again, play it through again. And your target speed isn't that much faster anyway, so it's a nice relaxed song to do, so you can focus on your techniques, your embellishments, lifting up the fingers. One more time. 2 and 3 and 4 and... We've got that. Next up, we can look at C and some nice subtle variations on C. We're familiar with C. It's a nice easy transition from the A minor. All that has to happen is from the A minor is to take finger 3 to fret 3 on the 5th string. For the C add 9, the pinky slides into the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. It should sound like this. Normal C, C add 9. Then you go back to C and then C major 7, which means we lift up the first finger. So this is C major 7. Nice dreamy sounding chord. So your second row is going to sound like this. And if you put the strumming pattern with it, this is the sneaky one of the whole song. So if you got this, we actually threw the whole way through there. Looking at C, one strum on the C, and on the 3rd beat, when the down strum begins, the pinky has kicked into the C add 9. You can see it's come down. And we're going to go on that C add 9, 4 strums, down, up, down, up. Then you lose the pinky, up strum again, lose the first finger, up strum again, and then bring it back into play, your first finger, for the up down at the end. So watch your arrows carefully. One more time the whole way through slow motion. You can try and get a bit of a better view, but I want us to watch the strumming hand as well to make sure the two are synchronized nice and carefully. Let's play. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Sorry, I wanted to speed up a bit there just to get a bit more tempo, otherwise it's a little bit too slow. One more time, 3 and 4 and... Much better. Now once you've got that, rewind, go back to the beginning, in other words, go back to the A minor, and take the A minor through to the end of the C to get the continuity, the follow through of your first two lines and join it together. So your A minor all the way into the C should sound like this. 3 and 4 and... Very important as well, listen to the original, get familiar with how Santana does it, listen to the rhythm guitar. It will help you get an understanding for the rhythm. One more time through, just a tiny bit more faster, and then we look at the third line. 3 and 4 and... And there you go. Next up, we're looking at the G, the third line. Now G is interesting because you can play it one of two ways. My personal favorite is I actually use fingers 3 and 4 at the bottom. So I actually do this. So when I change to G6, all I do is I lose my pinky like that. So I find it a bit of an easier transition there. G, G6. And for those that play G normally just with the third finger at the bottom, you go G and G6. So I don't mind which of the two you favor. If you want to do this G to G6, cool. If you do that G to G6, also cool. The one's going to sound like this. And the other one's going to sound like this. Ideally, go for the one that you like the sound of. That's your deciding vote. Okay. On the strumming pattern, you'll notice that the arrows for your second and third lines are exactly the same. So it's down, down, up, down, up, 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 down. So that rhythm sequence is the same. So there is a consistency in the rhythm from your second to your third line. Let's put the G into it. Start with G the whole way through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the pinkies come off. Leave the pinky off for the remaining of the bar. So G6 runs the whole way through. Can we try that? 2, 3, 4 and like I said, if you do the normal G with the finger at just the ring finger, no pinky, also sounds cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really mind. And again, we go back to the beginning and we now string all three lines together. So let's do it from the A minor, the whole way through sus2 to the C, A9, C, major 7, etc., etc., till we end up from the G to the G6. Are we ready for this? 1, 2, 3, 4. So far so good. And then we finish off with a cool F to E change. Now, I don't really mind if you do F like this, or if you do F like that, or if you do a bar chord F. Whichever of those three you're familiar or feels easiest or most comfortable, that's the F you're going to play. And the E looks like this, which for those that are new to E, is essentially the A minor shape, one string up for the E chord. Now the rhythm changes a bit here. We're going to change on the fourth beat. So you're going to go F, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And if I bring in my strumming hand, you can see the direction of the strumming a bit easier. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And once you've done the change to the E, you stay with the E for the remainder of the second bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, like that. So your F to E, let's try together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And now the crunch to add all of them together in succession. I'm going to take it just a little bit slower than we need to. And once we've got it, we'll do it one more time, tiny bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. itself. Let's take it a little bit quicker now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. And that's your intro. Now this is your rhythm video. I'm going to do another video which I'm going to demonstrate the introduction. Okay, so first get this going. Maybe record yourself playing on the video, because then if you record the rhythm, you can then use the second video, the lead that you're going to learn, this part, that, and you can actually play that over what you've recorded of yourself strumming. So in other words, strum this, record yourself playing. Record yourself playing the whole way through. 2 or 3 times would be quite cool, and then you've got your lead part to play over your recording. If you're not sure about what I'm saying, drop me a WhatsApp. I'll be happy to help. Otherwise, have a cool day, and I'll see you on the second video as soon as you got this video ready. Thank you.